Hello everyone, this is Bogey from A Gaming Brotherhood, or AGBGaming.com, going on 17 years as a global gaming community. So we've started doing some tutorials for Star Citizen. That is one of the best flight space sims out there at this point in time. I know there's some others, and this is still an alpha, but this is really shaping up to be, one of the best, and it's definitely going to be one of the best space sims out there. So what we want to focus on is a lot of new users and getting everybody up to speed with what some of the game features have to offer, and so we could, really work together in a cohesive team and be prepared before version 3.0 comes out, which is going to be this June 29th. So mark the date on your calendar, call off for work. We are going to be out there doing all kinds of professions. It's going to be pretty awesome. But until that time happens, let's get everybody up to speed. So here's the big problem that some of the new users have. It gets very confusing. I was one of them when I first started. What happens when you get crime stats? So, and you wake up in Grim Hex, which is not Port Olisar. People are not as friendly out here. So what happens? If you look in the lower right corner of my screen here, you're going to see a little head that with a target on it that has a little red hash on it. You can kind of see that in the lower right hand corner where your ammo count should be. That is signifying that I have crime stats. I have done something that makes me a bad boy. So I'm waking up in Grim Hex. I'm going to start walking over to call up a ship. So a little bit different layout than Port Olisar. So we're going to start heading that direction. And by the way, I am using a keyboard and a mouse just to keep up with what the majority of the users are going to be starting out with. So so in any case, I'm going to go down here. I'm going to start going that direction. So, but with crime stats, basically you are not able to get back to Port Olisar. The main base for you is the pirate base of Grim Hex, which is where we are. By the way, I'm coming up here to this elevator, and there's a little pip there that if you put your center on it, says up arrow, go ahead and select that to get onto the elevator. It'll come down and get us so we can get up to the shipping area. So what happens is, right now I have 1 bar of crime stats that I need to have it erased, and it can actually have up to 5 bars. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and press the F button once this is highlighted, so it'll take me up to the landing pads. You can have 4 bars, and then when you hit 5 bars, you become public enemy for this system. And what a public enemy means is you're a pretty bad hombre, and you're going to end up getting tagged for everybody in the system to see. It doesn't matter if you're just in a first person like I am right now running around. People are going to see that, or in a spaceship or in one of your ships. So people are going to be able to track you wherever you are, and there's a bounty on your head. So but for right now, this is pretty easy. I've got 1 bar. It's not going to be that big of a deal, but we're going to go get it erased so we can start being part of the friendly skies here. So if we come up to the Grim Hex touch pads, okay, again, you'll notice from the basic videos, it has a use here. So press F to pull up your ship menu, and let's see. I'm going to do a Vanguard Warden. Okay, actually, let me back up here a little bit. I'm going to show you something before we select our ship and run the risk of someone bringing it down. I'm going to open up my Mobiglass screen. Okay, this is where we do all of our missions with F1. Okay, and again, we've got our journal here. If we click on journal, again, anything that we kind of pick up, welcome to Port Olisar, Crusader Security, anything that we get that's readable will go into our journal. There's a little, you can click down here to close that screen. Okay, over here to the right, we have my name, my handle, and how many credits that I have. So if we go over here to schedule, I want to show you something different from the first tutorial that we did, the basic tutorial, when we did the PI wanted mission. So you'll notice that we don't have a lot of the missions that we had if we were friendly in this area of space. But what we do have now is something called reduce crime stat. Okay, we can select on that, and by the way, you don't have to select the mission to be able to do it. There's no credits involved. This is kind of a placeholder that shows you where you need to go. Okay, so so we'll go ahead and select that for now, and it's basically going to put up a marker on Security Post Karesh at one of the terminals there to be able to hack the system to get our crime stats going good again. So press F1 to get rid of that screen. We're going to go ahead and walk up to the monitors and press F. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and use a Vanguard Warden. The reason I'm choosing this is because it has and click on Request Ship. Okay, landing pad A2. You can see the marker shows my ship over there. So I'm going to run over to that area, and I'm going to go into the area that decompresses you. Again, you press F to use the screen over here for the airlock. Okay, and this is a dangerous part of space. So people do pull out guns and do shoot you on contact. So I'll go ahead and press F here now to activate it. You're going to come up, it's going to say leaving armistice zone, weapons online. So I'm going to pull out my weapon just in case there's somebody here. People can be jerks sometimes trying to get out of here. But it doesn't look like there's a lot of people on us real early in the morning here, so or real late at night I should say. So let me jump into the ship here. The reason I chose this ship is because it has a back door here. Again, pressing F once we get up here to activate the door. And this is a nice heavy gunship. This is one of those escort ships for when we're running our capital ships. So like the Reclaimer or the Carrack, or so pressing F to get into the pilot seat. I'm going to show you why I chose this ship, and we'll talk about that. You'll notice over here on the lower left hand side it's blipped a little bit. It's basically notifying, hey, we're out here, and people are notified that we have crime stats, so we're going to show up as red, as enemies. So I'm pressing press spacebar to take off. I'm not used to flying with a mouse, and I'm pressing the N to bring my landing gear up. Okay, so if you remember, we're using the A, W, D, S keys. So W moves us forward. As you can see over here, kind of to the left. Maximum speed for this vessel is 175, unless we use afterburners, which it will go to 525. So let me go ahead and slow down a little bit. I don't need to go that fast. Okay, you can see my mission over there, the hack terminal, as Security Post Karesh. And again, if we want to strafe left, we press the A key. If we want to strafe right, we press the D key. If we get into a battle strafing, especially against NPCs, you learn how to strafe, especially on the keyboard and mouse. Okay, and then like before, to pull up where we can go, we press the B key. It shows all the different areas, the Cryastro services, comm arrays. Those are the missions that have disappeared since we became a criminal. So, but anyhow, so we're going over to Security Post Karesh. So we get into the blue area, and to activate that again, we press the F button. Okay. Now, when going to Karesh, what we're going to do is we're actually going to eject out of the ship. We're going to basically, as soon as we reach space, we're going to target the station, and we're going to fly, and basically as it's flying by, we're going to jump out, kind of do a Hail Mary. And the reason we're doing this is because Security Post Karesh is a strong PvP zone, and a lot of folks tend to come into it. And if you can get a ship where you can run out the back, that's perfect. If you have a single canopy ship, if you want to start Auroras or the Mustangs, you may have to stop the vessel and then eject, by pressing and holding the F key to be able to get out. And sometimes that can be harder if there's someone waiting. If there's not someone waiting there, you can just fly and land like normal. We can go ahead and do the terminal mission and be done with it. But I'm preparing for the worst. Okay, so here we go. Can get into the blue, press the F, and we're going to use our quantum drive to go over to Security Post Karesh. Okay. And here we are. Boom. Let's see. Oh, and we got a couple folks here. So I'm going to jack up the speed. I'm going to fly straight at it. I'm going to press and hold the F key to jump out. And let's see. Bing, bing, bing. I already got my weapon out. We're getting close. Still flying, still flying. And let's just go ahead and run out here. Boom. And just let the ship fly into it. Okay. So, but then you also have to worry about folks on the inside of the terminal too, shooting at you. Now, to actually get these, now I did press the number 2 key to get my shotgun out. I also have a sniper rifle, 3. Okay, and I can look down at the scope, which, oh yeah, see there's a ship there. See him? It's right over there. I don't want to let him know. that I'm here, or else he's going to try to find me and shoot me. So, and normally if I have chat up, which I disable chat by hitting F12, I can tell if people are talking back and forth. Oop, there he goes. Let me go back over here. Let me stow it for a second. And by the way, on the EVA suit, I am pressing W to move forward and pressing and holding the shift button to actually boost, so I can go pretty fast. Okay, because when I hit this ground, I don't want to hit it from too high up. And I'm actually going to come over here to the shadows a little bit, so they can't really see me. So I can see them. It's hard to see somebody EVAing, so you'll see them fly up really close to these. I'm going to kind of come over here, straighten up, so that way when I land, I don't fall on my back, and then it takes a while to get up, and then you're just, you're a target. Pull out my weapon and running. Stay in the shadows. So, and this mission is pretty much very straightforward here. All right, let's get into the airlock. And pretty much everybody has a pistol, so you can have a pistol there if you want. I have a shotgun, so I'm just going to go ahead and use it. Okay, gotta watch people up the stairs. Okay, there's a terminal over here. Okay, and basically you walk up and you're going to press F. I'm actually going to different view for this. Okay. So I'm going to take a screenshot as well. So I'm up here, I hit F, boom. Also going to take a screenshot. Okay, now here's the thing. There's another mission out there for them to, where they have to shoot you. Okay, and they get 2,500 credits as well for killing you with crime stats. So you kind of want to be careful around in this area. You can hide, whatever. You just press the button, you can run away. In this corner here, I just want to show you there's another data pad. And this is kind of a cool data pad. It's an Easter egg. So press F to use it. Okay. And kind of go out. On here, again, I like staying in the shadows, but I also like staying in areas. I'm going to hit 3 here, get my sniper up. Where I can still see to crouch. Or actually, it's left control to crouch. I just remapped it so I can see what's going to happen. Now, it just completed. Notice my crime stats just went away. Objective completed. Hack terminal. My red helmet's gone. And that's it. So essentially, that mission is complete. So, and the data pad, just real quick, that is the starting point for the Benny's vending machines that have been disappearing. So it's kind of a mystery. So you find these different data pads, and the next one's over at Grim Hex where we just were, that you can pick up. And if you go to, again, the mobile class, okay, it shows here reduced crime stats did complete. Okay, but let's go backwards one. Okay, and that was that little thing down there. And go to our journal. And we picked up, so here's our case file. See, and this talks about the Big Benny's brand vending machines went missing. So, and you can follow that mystery, but that's for a later mission. So, anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and now you know how to clean your crime stats off, and we'll see you around in the verse. Oh, and by the way, since I don't have a ship and there's no one else here that's landed, I'm just going to go ahead and press and hold the left or the right alt button and the backspace to suicide. That way I can wake up at Port Olisar. All right, everybody. We'll see you around the verse.